But okay, would it be fair to say that there's a little bit of conflict in the 40s in terms of just different personalities? Like over the last year or two, we've seen so much growth and so many different people prospering, but then that also kind of has resulted in some infighting. Would you say that's accurate?
I mean, obvious, so, like, obviously, so, you know, but like I said, that's why I walk my path, and, you know, everybody got their own different journeys. And I'm walking my path. I'm walking my journey. You know what I mean? It's no secret. You know, my cousin is Full Extras. You know, OTB, by the way. Shout out to Full Extras. You know what I'm saying? Off the back.
Yeah, off the
back. You know what I mean? Yeah, OTB, man. OTB. Yeah, like I said, you know what I'm saying? That's more of a brother than a cousin. But it's you know, different personalities, and it's a lot of one of my homies, you know, that's my homies that's viral and stuff like that, that's in the public eye. But like I said, I just do my own program, and I try to support them anyway. You know, it doesn't matter. That don't stop me from whatever they doing or whatever they saying. You know, I just keep positive, being positive. That's
but is it ever hard to be positive when it feels like people are trying to throw you in the mix, or you end up just getting wrapped up in stuff that, like, because I feel like you are kind of always dealing with that conflict, like the situation with Brick felt like it was important enough that it needed to be addressed, and then at the same time involving yourself and stuff like that kind of makes you look a little bit less focused on the mission that you have in terms of making the community less violent, more peaceful and everything, huh?
That's a fair statement. I would say that's a fair statement. But again, that's why I said, like, that's one of the moments I feel like I could take back. You know what I mean? Like, because I don't want that to take away from the work that I'm doing in the community or whatever. But yeah, I'm always going to align with anything that be associated with any negativity that's going over there, because that's my community. So of course they like, oh, well, he from over there, you know. So, and of course if my cousin, you know, is something, they're gonna see what I do.
For sure, because I personally, I didn't really know how controversial you were until somebody told me. Somebody said. I was like, yeah, I'm interviewing Spoetyface. They said, oh, you should go listen to the first song on the Fat Jack and X4 mixtape. And I did. And sure enough, sounds like a diss song. People taking aim at you. How do you approach something like that when you also are on this bigger mission?
Listen, I worry about the people who matter and the ones that don't. It's just like, it is what it is. Like I said, I just put my faith in God, and you know what I'm saying, I'm walking my walk, you know, and like I said, man, they out there. The haters gonna hate, and you know, the people that don't want to see it, they're gonna disagree. But I feel like that's the problem. A lot of people can't agree to disagree in a proper manner. We always got to take it to violence. It's okay if I don't agree with you. It's okay if we don't have the same views. It's okay if we don't believe in the same thing. So that's the good thing of free will, you know. And I just believe, like, too many times, so often, if we have a disagreement, it's going to lead in violence. Like you literally have people getting into fights or trying to unalive people because of political parties and what side you on, and you see them fights all the time on the airplane and just the bus station, whatever the case is. Oh, Trump or Biden or Obama, you know what I'm saying? And like it's like okay, to me, in my personal opinion, it's like, believe what you want to believe. Do whatever you do, you know what I'm saying? As long as you ain't offending nobody, or you know what I'm saying, you're not disrespecting nobody, I don't see what's wrong with it. Let's be able to agree to disagree. We all human beings.
So when you said that X4 needs to be put off, does that still stand? Sorry, I was just curious.
Man, if you know, you know, man. I said what I said, bro.
And what I'm hearing, that's 40 business, none of our business. We got to stay over here, me and you. We're on this side of the table. They got their own thing going on. I got you. Okay, so I'm curious about the hoodie that you're wearing, because it's got the Star of David on this sleeve. I can't see what's on that sleeve, but the Truth Seekers logo. Okay, so how would you describe what this represents to you?
Everything. Like this my organization. You know what I'm saying? Truth Seekers, Inner City Outreach. You know, it's spiritual, it's biblical. Not only that, you know what I'm saying, it's like I said, it's outreaches for the community, but this just my beliefs. You know, I'm Hebrew Israelite, so
Okay.
you know, this all that, the tassels and the fringes, you know, and on the back it got, you know, the scripture, you know.
How long ago did you, or when did you discover that, and how'd you get turned on to it?
To be honest, I came into the truth in 2018. I was in prison, and my best friend at the time, which ended up turning my rib, she started enlightening me on it, and then I started doing my research and really reading the Bible, and then that's why I took it on.
And has that changed your life? Is that something that is that necessary and inherent to your sense of wanting to make the community better? Like, do you think that you would have that mentality if it wasn't for your religious beliefs as well?
Two things. Yes, and no. So absolutely 1000% yes. But also what made me want to change is that time I got, it broke my back. I wanted the people that time actually. It sounded like, well, I needed that. I ain't gonna lie, it sound crazy, but the extra, because I was only sentenced to 6 years. I'm gonna answer that question, but I'm gonna real fast. I was only sentenced to 6 years, but I ended up getting an extra 8 years. I caught attempted murder when I was on the inside on the inmate. So I did that 6 years and turned around and did, you know what I'm saying, the 8. So had it not been for me catching that 8 years, I truly believe I'd be dead right now. I'd have been in jail for life. Wow. For sure. 1000% for sure. Because I was getting out on the same mentality. Oh, revenge, seeking revenge. You know what I'm saying? Want to do this and I'm on this and I'm on that. And I just wasn't ready to get out.
Did that just totally crush you that you thought you had 6 years and then some shit you got into in there?
I cried. I had to take a knee. I was Colin Kaepernick. I took a knee. Bro, it broke my heart, bro. Like, broke my heart. Imagine doing 6 years, you get to the gate, they're like, oh, no. Sure. No.
Wait, you didn't know that you were gonna get this extra time?
I knew, but I was almost to the house, and they picked it up. So long story short, California.
You left the jail? No, you didn't leave the jail.
No.
Okay, yeah.
So from, I believe 2006 or whatever, all the way up to recent 16, 17, California was overpopulated. So they was sending their inmates out of state. They was getting contracts with CCAs and they was out of state. They was sending us out of state. I was way in Tallahatchie, Mississippi, Siri, Oklahoma, and my last stop I was in Eloy, Arizona. That's what I ended up catching my case at, attempted murder on an inmate. So we was out there and that happened. So since I was in Arizona, they charged me in Arizona. And they gave me 8 years with 85% out there. So I was pretty much about to come home. I was like maybe like 9-10 months away from being paroled. And they ended up picking it up 6 months before I paroled.
Wow.
Yeah, so I did 6 years. I maxed out on that 6 years and turned around and got another 8.
Were you on your best behavior after that or trying to be?
Absolutely not.
No.
Absolutely not. I was worried. Absolutely not. I was worried. I got a fresh 8 years. I think, you know, bro, fresh 8 years. But like I said, when I start coming to the truth and that time started wearing on me, that's when I feel like the transition transition changed me. Once that 8 years I got that, I'm like, oh yeah, I'm old. I just didn't have no fighting. I ain't gonna lie. Bro, it beat me into submission, bro. I'm one of the few people that actually learned that time. It beat me into like, oh no, I gotta enjoy my life. I got my kids, teenagers, bro. Like I ain't got another day in jail in me, bro. Like, nah, I'm cool on that. It ain't living. Jail ain't it.
Yeah.
Jail ain't it. You know, but yeah, actually, you know what I'm saying, my faith is definitely what pushes me forward in the community. But plus working with kids has always been my passion as well though. So, you know.
If you haven't checked out Everything 420 yet, you are definitely missing out. From glass gear to infused sweets, they've got one of the best lineups online. They ship fast, it's always discreet, and their app makes shopping too easy. The deals are always running, and you can use code NOJUMPER for a little bonus at checkout. Shout out Everything 420.